Man, technology. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let's see if this is going to work. Let's see if this is going to work. Hopefully that works. Let's see. What's going on? What's going on? Hopefully everyone doing well. If you can hear me, Bonding Over Bourbon, what's going on? Thank you for stopping by. Hey, you are killing it over there, Bonding Over Bourbon. Yeah, you're killing it over there. If everyone can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Hopefully everyone can hear me before we get started. Okay, good deal. Good deal. Good deal. I'm not behind time, everything going smooth. I don't want to be lacking in my hopefully my volume is equal to what I'm saying because it seems like I'm slacking a little bit. Hopefully I'm not on your end. What's going on, Joe? Okay, good deal, good deal. Hopefully everything's good. Foot doctor, what's going on? Chris, what's going on? Miguel, going on? Dave, Jamie, what's going on? Hopefully everyone is doing well. Hopefully everyone is doing well today. Make sure everything's going right. WV Bourbon Guy, what's going on? I saw your video the other day. Oh, okay, Armory Bourbon, awesome. Today was a great day. Awesome, awesome. Cheers from Wooter. So you were down with Army Bourbon. Okay, so y'all hanging out at Jack Daniels. Okay. Got a Stag 26A yesterday. Good deal. Good deal. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, again, I gotta apologize to everyone because I don't have a certain time that I do my live streams. I just get on when I have some time, and the wife is in Austin, Texas. So I have the weekend here by myself, and they are bringing some bottles back from Austin that I bought 6 months ago. So jealous of all the Jack Daniels hazmat picks. I am too. I am too. EH Taylor Burrow Proof 89. All right, from the public store. You got you something, Joe. Awesome. 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 If everyone, hopefully everyone is subscribed to Bonding Over Bourbon. I'm pretty sure everyone here is subscribed to them. They have a great channel going on. They have some great bourbon hunts. They have some great live streams. So hopefully everyone is supporting their channel also. Good deal. So tonight, what we're going to do tonight is very quickly. Hey, no problem. No problem. You deserve it. You deserve it. Y'all are killing it over there for sure. And I know that it's a lot of work because me and you are doing the same thing. So I know how much work that you are doing over there. Army Bourbon, I was coming to Murfreesboro, but they said it was raining down there. And they said it's going to rain all day tomorrow. So, is it going to rain all day tomorrow? Army Bourbon down your way. I looked at the weather map and it says it's going to rain most of the day tomorrow. And I do not want to come down there in the rain because it defeats the purpose. Yeah, yeah, Drew. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, Army Bourbon, let me know what the weather is down there. I might just change my mind tonight and just come up there tomorrow morning. But it really depends on what the weather is talking about tonight. See, 85% chance, and that's what I don't want to get down there tomorrow and it storms all day long, and I'm just be stuck somewhere without doing any bourbon hunting, and I don't want to do that and waste my time. So I'm going to say if it's an 85% chance of rain in the morning, I probably won't come. And I know you're getting rain currently in Ohio. Watch the radar. Yeah, Chris, I am. And I know some people say that, hey, you can do bourbon hunting in the rain, which it is true. We can. But I like to do it outside because if I mess up, I want to do more than one take when I do my intro and my outro, and I don't want to rush it. And if I'm in the rain, I'm going to be rushing, and it's probably not going to turn out the way I want to. And then I'm not going to use it, and then it's going to be a waste of my time. It's like I don't even want to go down that path. I don't. So hopefully everybody has hit that like button. And today, Soggy Shoes, yeah, you're right, Bundy Number Bourbon. You're right. Cool, Army Bourbon. We will do that. We will do that. Make sure, before I get started, I wanted to make sure that I'm not lagging because I'm lagging on my end, but hopefully I'm not lagging on your end. As long as I'm not lagging on your end, we are going to get started. Aaron, cheers. Okay, not lagging here. Okay, good, 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 Ben. Appreciate it. Good, good, good. So tonight, I decided to do something tonight because I'm starting to change my mind when it comes to Rise. If you've been following my channel, you know that I really didn't like Rye when I first started this A Little Old Fashioned channel, but I have come across a lot of bottles that I'm starting to like. So I said, why not do a Rye night? I'm going to pull out some rye bottles. I don't know which ones I'm going to pull. I'm just going to pull some ryes out here and we're going to try them and we're going to rate them. So I'm excited about it. Yeah. Yes, sir. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. Big Rick MacD, what's going on? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Again, hopefully everyone is having a great day. And since these are so close to me, I'm just going to pull a few out right now. And we are going to go over these right here. Just off top, I have the Smokey Eye Heel, this right here. And we have one of my favorites, the Sazerac Rye, Full Proof, 125. This one is very good. We have the Peerless Small Batch Rye, sitting at 111 proof. We have a Sagamore Rye, 9-year, sitting at 110 proof. We have, I think, one of the best ryes out there, if not the best rye out there on the market, in my opinion, and that's going to be the Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof Rye, and this is sitting at 130 proof, this one right here. Very good bottle. And we have a Heaven Hill Grain to Glass Rye, and this is sitting at 120 three. We are going to start off with these. And we have a Blue Run rye sitting right here. High rye whiskey. And this is 111 proof. So let's get started tonight. Hey, thank you for the donation. Got my little old fashioned t-shirt today. Awesome. You be wearing it to Tennessee on Monday. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And if you send a picture to my email, alittleoldfashion@hotmail.com, we will actually put you in the newsletter that we send out every month. So I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you again. Thank you. So, Jalea, what's going on? What's going on? Nulu Double Oak Straight Rye is. I don't have any Nulu on my shelf yet. Yeah, Jack Daniels Single Barrel Rye all day for sure, for sure. I'm doing a rye blind on my live stream tomorrow night. Okay, WB, we're looking forward to it. I broke my dry season yesterday with the Sazerac 100. And I am a fan. You know that Sazerac 100 proof. So Foot Doctor said Michter's barrel strength. Good deal. That Sazerac 100 proof, it makes a great old fashioned. Basic bourbon drinker. I passed on the 10-year Michter's today for 250. Okay. I understand that. I understand that. B, what's going on, B? What is going on, B? B, we are doing a rye tonight. We're doing rye night. I know you're probably excited about that because you're a rye guy. And we are going to start. Let's try to start with the lower proof first. And this is 131, 125, 111, 110, 130. So let's start with the 110, the Sagamore rye. This is going to be a St. Goose store pick barrel strength, sitting at 110 proof, aged 9 years. Has anyone tried this one yet? And let's pop it open and let's try it again. It's been a minute, so I know it has opened up, but it has been a minute since I tried this one. And since we got so many bottles tonight, I am going to make sure I do not over pour. What's going on, Herculitis Select? I'm a huge fan of the Sazerac 4 proof. Also, Overholt 10 and the Prideful Goat. Two bottles I don't have, the Overholt 10 and the Prideful Goat. I heard the Prideful Goat is a very good bottle. I need to find one. Aaron says, sipping the new riff. I don't have that one. But I heard that one was good. I have a new riff rye, but it's not that one. Yeah, B is going to be Friday, rye day. Make sure the Prideful Goat is a rye. Got you. This one does not smell like it's going to drink at 110 proof. It seems like it's going to drink a lower proof, but again, it's been open probably about 8 to 9 months. So I'm not really surprised on the nose on this one. Not a big rye guy, but like Silver Springs. You know, that Silver Springs, Dave, is something that's on the top of my list when it comes to bourbon hunting ryes. And if I would have gone to Murfreesboro this weekend, I definitely would have picked up a few bottles of that Silver Springs just because I know it's there. And you all said that is a very, very good bottle. Very good bottle. So before we do this, hopefully everybody has hit that like button and hopefully everyone has subscribed to the channel. But let's try this Sagamore Rye 9-year store pick sitting at 110 proof. Cheers. This is my first pour of the day. And it is drinking right there, probably right there at 100 proof. It's not drinking at 110, right there at 100 proof. And I remember this bottle now because it is flavorful, but the finish goes away a little quick. It does have a little bit of that earthiness on it, but it's not drinking on the sweeter side. And I like my ryes to drink more on the sweeter side. So this one, I think because it is mostly gone, is I made old fashions with this. And I remember why, because of those reasons right there. It does have a good flavor to it, but again, it goes away very, very, very fast. And that's why I probably made a lot of old fashions out of that bottle. Jack, any takes on Elijah Craig barrel proof rye? Jack, I'm not gonna say I don't have one. I don't have one, Jack. I need to get one. Excuse me. So do you have one, or you just trying to see what people think about that bottle? If you're just trying to see what people think, someone answered the question, has anyone tried the Elijah Craig barrel proof rye, the A126? If so, what do you think about it? Proof Chaser, what's going on? What's going on, Proof Chaser? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, that's right. It's fire. So Proof Chaser says that Elijah Craig barrel proof rye is a good bottle. So Bundy Nova Bourbon says it's a good bottle. And I tell you what, Jack, if Proof Chaser says it's good, Bundy Nova Bourbon, if they say it's good, it's a buy. It's a buy. I trust those comments. I got that too. I can get it at MSRP. The Sagamore Double Oak Rye. I have that one. I have that one. I have the Sagamore Double Oak Rye. We're going to try this one next. We are going to try this one next. And again, as you can see, this bottle is halfway gone. It is sitting at, if I can see it. It is sitting at a 96 proof. This one does go in the old fashioned, because I know it's a lower proof bottle, but we're going to try that one next, and I'm going to give you my opinion about this bottle after I finish this one. Yeah, this Sagamore here, the finish goes by very, very quickly. But again, it is flavorful. It is a good tasting rye, but everything goes away very, very quickly. Henderson, sipping on Still Austin cash strength tonight. It's a pretty good, and it's drinking right there at 116 proof. Henderson, I have my bottles of Still Austin coming back from Austin, Texas, and they should be here Sunday night. And I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. So cheers. Cheers to you. Yeah. This Sagamore, again, it's nothing worth hunting for per se, but it's something that I think you should try and give it your own opinion. But in my opinion, it's a decent bottle, but the flavor goes away quickly. Let's try the Double Oak Sagamore Rye. Let's get another Glen, and let's try this one. Yes, sir. Good to see you near 15K. My favorite budget rye. My favorite budget rye is going to be, of course, this Sagamore. The Sazerac rye. This one right here. If you can find it, this is a good bottle at a great price. And what I found out, the Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Barrel Proof Rye. If you can find this one, I saw this one in the store for about $67 when I was in Memphis, $69, and I think $69 for this bottle is great. It's great. So those two and the Sagamore, I keep saying Sagamore, the Sazerac Rye 100 proof. If you don't like the higher proof ryes, try that 100 proof bottle. I guarantee you will like that also. I picked up a Jack 10 for MSRP on base. All right, Proof Chaser. Yeah, that Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof Rye is one of my favorites. Have you had Hemingway right now? I have that bottle, haven't tried it yet. It's somewhere collecting dust over here. I remember buying that bottle, but it's somewhat has a lot of dust on it. I need to find it and bring it out. Happy Friday, Big Rich. Hey, thank you, Big Rich, for stopping by. Maybe hold on, Big Rich. I don't think you're a moderator. Not yet. Miss. All right, Big Rich. Thank you for stopping by, buddy. And it was good to see you at Spillway. We are trying this Sagamore Double Oak just to go back to revisit to see what I think about it. It is a 96 proof bottle, so it is drinking low. But let's revisit it and just see what I think about this bottle. And it's been about probably 6 or 7, maybe 9 or 10 months since I actually tried it. And the reason why it's almost gone is because I was making old fashions with this one. But let's see what it gives to the nose. And again, I'm so used to higher proof bourbons and higher proof ryes that this on the nose, you really don't get anything. Of course, it's been open for a few months and it's a lower proof rye, 96. But again, you're not getting, I don't think, anything from the nose. You get a hint, a slight hint of like a cherry plum. I mean, very slight hint of fruit. But let's put it to the palate and see what this one gives you. Cheers. Now, this is more on the spice side, but just like the other Sagamore, the finish goes away very, very quickly. This is a little bit sweeter than the other one. And I like this one way better. Even though the last Sagamore was a higher proof, this one, has more flavor, and the finish, even though it goes away a little bit fast, it stays more than the other bottle. So what I'm trying to say is between this Sagamore and this Sagamore, if you're going to pick up one, in my opinion, even though this is a lower proof, I like this one better. It's a more complete bottle for the price and the proof. So I would definitely get this one because it does have a little spicier side to it and it tastes a little bit more like a rye. It has a little bit more earthiness to the taste on this one. And again, this is all my opinion. Try it out. Let me know. Has anyone tried this bottle yet? And what do you think about it? And most of you are probably like me, like the higher proof bourbons. Yeah, if you can get it at MSRP, definitely buy. It's definitely a buy at MSRP, especially if you like the lower proofs and you like the spiciness, earthiness, and you're not into the higher proof bottles. Yeah, definitely pick up, especially at MSRP. Yeah, okay, Chad, I'm leaving the live at the event at Jack. Got you, Army Bourbon. You take care. Is that gold label Sagamore their own? This. Let me see. Man, I need my. It's their own. It's their own. What I read about on the, it says, yeah, Sagamore Spirits Core Collection. So is their own distill. I'm just pouring Sagamore Cash 112 proof. Just to join. Hey, Carlos, thank you. Tony, what's going on? I passed on the Jack Daniels 10 twice this week. The 12-year once. Great price. Just bought too many bottles. Tony, I think I probably would have picked up that 12 just because, especially if you can get it at MSRP. But that's just me. I did pick up the Blue Note, read it. Did not like the finish. Tony, I agree. Found the Jack Daniels Bourbon Proof at 136 in my last hunt. Hey, Dusty, how much was that one? I do not care about the proof. I know many are big proof hounds. So if you do not care about the proof, buy it, especially if you can get it in MSRP. The flavor is there. So the flavor is there at that on that bottle. So pick it up if you can get it for MSRP. Definitely a pickup. The Yellow Rainbow is almost complete. Yeah, the Penelope Habana came. Someone gifted that to me. Herculitis Select. He gifted that to me, and I opened it up on my last live stream. But to complete my rainbow, I need that Weller CYPB. I had my hands on one a while ago, but I refused to pay secondary prices for that one because I'm hearing mixed things about this Weller CYPB. So let me know. I'm going to ask this question. Let me just do this so we can get so this is what we're gonna do. Maybe did I do that right? Yeah, did I? Huh. Man, I don't know what I did. To be honest with you. Well, let it go. I have no idea what I just done. So again, hopefully, let me see what I do. What did I do? Let me do this over again. Hold up. I'm gonna be back. Me and my technology is crazy. There we go. There we go. If you need to see PB, hit me up. Email. Okay, Bunny Number Bourbon. Awesome. Blue Note is very earthy. North Florida Bear, what's going on? The look on your face when you poured out the Havana. Yeah, it was. And I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that because I always wanted that bottle and you made it happen. So Herculitis Select, I appreciate you for that. Red Shift, I think you pay more than $100 for that CYPB. You just be disappointed. But I think Bunny Nova Bourbon, I'm definitely going to hit you up so I can finish my collection back there. I want the rainbow. I really do. It's not bad, but it's not $300 to $500 bottle. I'm definitely not paying secondary prices for it. Definitely not paying secondary prices. I'm opening the Green River Read It Foolproof tonight. Have you had it? Green River Read It Foolproof. I've tried yes. Here you go, right here. We open this one up, and actually this is one of my favorite Green River bottles. So enjoy. This one is the 109 proof. We opened that one up on a live stream, so it's very good. All right. Let me see. I'm opening the Green River. Good. Thank you, Bunny. Thank you, Bunny Number Bourbon. Yeah. And Herculitis Select, I saw that you sent me that short video, and I appreciate that. It looks good. It looks good. Dusty, what's going on? What is going on? What's everybody drinking tonight? I did not ask that question. What is everyone drinking tonight? Put it in the comments. I just want to see, what are you drinking on this Friday? Is it a rye? Is it a bourbon? Is it tequila? Is it beer? Wine? Water? What are you drinking tonight while you watch A Little Old Fashioned? Drop it in the comments below. Yeah, it goes away very quickly though. So, Dusty said Jack Daniels Barrel Proof Rye. Awesome. Sweet tea for now. Hey, I understand. I understand. Jack 10, Red Shift, you own it. Good deal. Just picked up a turkey rare breed. Jay, that wild turkey rare breed is a good bottle. A lot of people don't talk about it, but it's good. Old Granddad 114. I have a bottle, haven't tried it yet. Old Granddad 114 single barrel. I have Anthony. Okay. Wild Turkey 101. JR2K80. People sleep on that Wild Turkey. They do. They do. That Wild Turkey, I know a lot of people don't like it or they don't talk about it, but that don't sleep on that bottle. I just seen that there is a bourbon finish in Dragon's Milk barrels. Henderson, I haven't seen that one yet. I need to find it. That Wild Turkey rare breed is good. Tonight for the Jack Daniels Wednesday afternoon, they wouldn't let people stay on premise. Had to leave. Glad I didn't go. Don't hear about making the second drive. So they were kicking people out of Jack Daniels line. All right, Aaron. Hey, good switch over. Night, what's going on? We are doing rye tonight. Night. I haven't tried that Red Shift. So Red Shift was saying that Old Granddad 114 single barrel, is that a good bottle? Has anyone tried it? And is that a good bottle? So I guess Anthony, they asking you, how do you rate that bottle? Is it pretty good? So let's set these to the side, and we are going to go with the next rye, which is going to be the Peerless. Let's pour this Peerless, and this is going to be 111 proof. This one right here. Has anyone tried it, and what do you think about it? Sarah J says letting it sit for 10 minutes before taste. So we are going to try this Peerless here. I'm pretty sure, hopefully everyone watched my last video when I was down at Spillway. Had a great time at Spillway, and I met Bruzel, and he actually signed one of my bar towels, and we had a conversation. It was probably about 10-minute conversation. Very cool guy. Hopefully I get to meet him again. And I wasn't going to Bruzel Fest that's happening in August, but since I met Bruzel and I talked to him, and I found out he was a pretty cool guy, very knowledgeable about bourbon and whiskey. And, I like his aura. So I'm thinking about going to Bruzel Fest just to hang out with him, talk to him again, and just to, just be around like-minded people. So I'm thinking about going to Bruzel Fest. Now the question is going to be, do I fly or do I drive? Because 6.5 hours, that's a long time when you're talking about driving there and driving back. So I don't know if I'm going to drive or fly. If I fly, I have to get a Uber and or rent a car. But if I drive, be talking about 6.5, 7 hours there and back. So I'm not for sure what I'm going to do. Yeah, Red Ship, he was a pretty cool guy. Four Wheel Daily says drive and Night says fly. Day Chip, I did that to Spillway. Awesome. How was that? How many hours did you drive to Spillway? So I got you. Red Ship says 6 to 7 hours. He driving. Four wheel 3.5. It's not bad. It's not bad. I drove about 4 hours to Spillway. Yeah, Henderson. If I did drive, I can do a little bourbon hunting there. Aaron says, "Hey, flying such a hassle. Drive and hit some stores." Carlos, I thought about. I will probably hit stores on the way, but I know for sure I will not hit a store on the way back. I hate stopping when I'm driving back home. I hate that. So if I do drive, I probably would hit stores on the way, but on the way back home, I'm going to gas up and keep it going. I'm going to tell you about this Peerless rye. It's the best out of all three that I've tasted. And I'm going to say the reason why, it has a sweeter flavor to it. It's a higher proof rye. And the finish is a little bit longer. And you can tell from the nose that it's going to be drinking at a higher proof. I will drive. Yeah. So I think the consistency is drive. Yeah. You can tell that this is a little bit stronger, has a little bit more flavor, and you can tell the proof is higher. Yeah. Way better. Way better. I know I haven't say Aaron says content. All right, good evening, sir. I've been up since 1:45 a.m., but I was able to grab all 5 of the Jack Daniels Hazmat special releases. How did you do that? How did you grab all 5 of the Hazmat? Did you have like a bourbon drop somewhere? Was it a line? And if you don't mind me asking, how much was a bottle of the Jack Daniels Hazmat special release at the distillery? How much was it at the distillery? $65 a bottle. That is reasonable. That's reasonable. And when you say hazmat, what is the proof on that bottle? Man, I'm pretty sure that thing is fantastic. Yeah, what size is that bottle and what's the proof on that bottle? Man. Wow. That Peerless is okay. $65 a bottle. Yeah, I just want to see if you can tell me what the proof is. I know you say hazmat. So 142 to 146 proof. I don't think I have anything that high of a proof here. I believe I believe they vary on the proof. They vary on the proof. Okay, I got you. I just wanted to see which ones that he had. If he had access to those bottles, maybe he can tell us the proof that he has. Yeah, that Peerless rye, it's okay. It does have a little bit of that medicine taste to it, but it's not bad. It's definitely, if you can get it close to MSRP, it's probably something that I would pick up. That's to try it. They sold out. Are you on Discord? No, I'm not on Discord. I haven't set up a Discord yet. I need a tech person. I need somebody to actually help me do the techie stuff. And I just need some help around here because with me shooting videos, editing videos, and then the 3 jobs I have, is I need to figure out something. But to answer your question, no, I'm not on Discord. I don't even know how to even start one up. I need to check that out. So let's move on. What about the Heaven Hill grain to glass? This rye sitting at 123 proof. This one right here. Have you tried it? Have you tried the Heaven Hill grain to glass straight rye whiskey? And what do you think about it? It's a pretty cool bottle. It's been a minute since I tried it, and I need to revisit this bottle just to see how it tastes, and we are going to do that tonight. I prefer the Penelope light whiskey at 140 over the Jack Daniel's Hazmat. Okay. So Henderson, you have tried the Jack Daniel's Hazmat. Jack Daniel's will be restocking those bottles. If you do the math, over 129 barrels, there should be about 30,000 plus bottles. What's good, everyone? Just joined. About to find a pour. Okay, Jeremy, what you about to drink? What are you about to grab, Jeremy? Today's ride night over here at a Little Old Fashioned. We have tried 3 rides tonight. We are on our 4th one. The first one was a Sagamore rye. The second one was a Sagamore double oak rye. The third one was a Peerless rye. And the 4th one is going to be this Heaven Hill grain to glass. Been on the lookout for the Elijah Gray barrel proof rye. Okay, Jay, I think I'm going to put that on my list also because I'm hearing that that is a fantastic pour. So I'm definitely going to put that on my list. But let's try this Heaven Hill grain to glass. Let's give it another try. It's been a minute. And again, I appreciate everyone that has stopped by this channel a Little Old Fashioned. The wife is in Austin, Texas, and she is bringing my bottles back from Austin, Texas, and I'm excited about it because I wanted to try the Still Austin. Now, the crazy thing is, I bought a bottle of Old Granddad 7-year, and I can find it here now in Jackson. I seen it the other day, and I refused to buy it because I bought a bottle already 6 months ago. But now everything that they have in Texas is coming here to Jackson. And I'm like, wow. It took them 6 to 7 months to get that old granddad number 7 down here in Jackson. And I was like, wow, that is crazy. Crazy to me. I think I'm going to start off with a Rally Warren Malted Rye, the Mega Beverage Store Pig. And from Michigan. Okay. Okay. Haven't tried that one, Jeremy. Crack it open and let me know what you think. It sounds good. What's the proof on that one? Jeremy, if you can, just tell me the proof on that one. Cheers. Let's try this Heaven Hill grain glass. Yeah, you can tell this one is not going to be on the sweeter side. But you can tell it has a lot of earth tones, a lot of earth notes in on the nose. But it does not smell like it's going to drink at 123 proof. But this bottle has been open for probably over a year. Cheers. Spice forward. Spice forward. And it tricked me a little bit. Because on the nose, it did not smell like it's going to drink on the sweeter side. But it is drinking on the sweeter side, sweeter than anything that I've tasted tonight. But the issue is it has a very, very strong spicy note on the front, the mid, and the back. Which I'm not going to say is a bad thing, but I think about this bottle for the price because I've seen this bottle for $99. I haven't seen it lower than $99. Is it worth $99? I'm going to say no. If you can find it close to MSRP, which I don't know what MSRP is, but I know it's not $99. If you can find this bottle maybe around the $80, $75 range, I think it's a buy. Excuse me, but I don't think it's a buy at $99 in my opinion. Again, this is just my opinion. It does have a sweet note to it. It does drink on the spicier side all the way through, but I don't think it's a $99 bottle. And if you've been following my channel, you know I like Heaven Hill. So I'm not knocking Heaven Hill. One of my favorite bottles was the Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond. It's still one of my favorite bottles. So I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying for the price, Okay, Jack, congratulations. So you can get it under $50. I didn't pick up any hazmat. Matter of fact, I didn't pick up any bottles at Spillway. My number got called one time, the last pool. I was number 222, and I did not pick up anything because either I didn't want it or I already had it. Yeah, that Carlos says that hazmat, this Heaven Hill might need to sit for another year. Hey, might you might be right, or it would go into an old fashioned for sure. It's definitely going to get dealt with here, definitely. Yeah, the Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond is a classic for sure. This thing is drinking on the spicier side. It is. It's very, 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 very grain forward. So that's what I think that when they mean grain to glass, you get a lot of grain, you get a lot of earthiness. It is sweet, but you get a lot of earthiness on that bottle. Yeah. Jobtown, that is a spicy one. Hey, hopefully everyone has subscribed to the channel. If anyone is on here and it's their first time being here at a little old fashioned on a live stream, put a one in the chat. I just want to see, is there anybody here for the first time? If it is, I'm going to give you a toast. Yeah, that handy is coming out when I hit 11,000. I was hoping that I would hit 11,000 at Spillway. All right, first live stream, Jobtown, thank you. So, hey, since this is your first live stream, we are definitely going to give you a shout out and a toast. So, thank you, Jobtown, for actually tuning in on your first live stream here at a little old fashioned. We appreciate everyone that has come in. We appreciate everyone that has supported this channel. So, Jobtown, thank you, thank you, thank you. You could be anywhere, but you here with us. Cheers, my friend. Ooh, that's spicy. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's good. It's pretty good, though. Pretty good. So this is what we're going to do very, very, very quickly, because I always want to do this once, maybe twice on every live stream, just so I can get these out. Four things. And you probably have seen these things if you've been on my live stream or watched my video. I just want to go over it for the people who haven't. And that's going to be, can you just have a few more for me since I'm at work? I will, Jobtown. I will. So let's go over four things very quickly. A Little Old Fashioned Guide to Bourbon and Whiskey. This is my first book that I came out with. It will tell you everything you need to know about bourbon and whiskey from the start to the finish. It even has my rating scale on the back. So when I say I give something a 5, it would tell you exactly why I gave that bourbon or whiskey a 5. And it would tell you everything you need to know. It will break down definitions. It will break down words. And it gives you a rating scale. Pretty cool book. Pretty cool book. The second one I want to go over is my bourbon and whiskey puzzle book. My wife actually took this one to Austin because she had a layover. And if you've been in the airport doing a layover, either you can get on your phone or you can read a book or you can do puzzles. I love word searches, and this makes the time go by so fast. And guess what? I did not make it easy. I did not make it easy because all the word searches that I have done were very easy. And I went through that book and it really wasn't worth the money. But this one right here is on the harder side. So if you like puzzles, check it out. The third thing is going to be the coloring book. Now, I know a lot of people say, hey, a little old fashioned. Why did you make a coloring book? It's an adult coloring book, for one, and it tends to relieve a lot of stress. Can you just imagine listening to some music, having a pour of your, best bourbon or whiskey, and just doing a little bit of adult coloring? This thing right here is pretty neat. It has a lot of casino stuff in there because if you've been following my channel, you know that I love going to Las Vegas. And just to show you a picture really quickly of what you're going to get, some fine art, and I think it's pretty cool. And the fourth and final thing before we jump back into bourbon and whiskey is something that I'm excited about because I've never seen anyone do this before. I think I'm the first person. And when I took this test, it was very accurate. And the people who have actually bought this book and took the test, they tell me it is accurate. And that is the Bourbon Lifestyle Personality Test. And what this test is all about, it has 50 questions. And each question has 5 different answers. And if you ever took a personality test, after you add up all the answers and you get a total, you look in the back of the book and it will tell you exactly where you at in the bourbon world, in the bourbon community. I think this is pretty doggone awesome. Never seen anybody do it before. And I actually showed Bruzel this and he said, hey, it's pretty cool. He never seen anybody do this before. So I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, so let's try. Let me see. It's a Smoke Eye higher than the Sazerac. Yeah, the smoke. Let's try the Sazerac. And I know the Sazerac is good. I know this one is good. Question for the people in the chat. How easy is it for you to get a Sazerac rye foolproof? Is it easy in your area? And if it is, how much does this one cost in your area? Just because. Jack says no. Because I cannot get it here in my area. Someone actually brought this back from Kentucky. I had to order it online, $37.99. But if $37.99, that's a steal for this bottle. Big Rick says, hasn't seen it yet. Have not seen it on the shelf near me. Only seen 100 proof in my area. So this is limited. This is very limited. I'm assuming everyone that has responded to this are in separate states. Couldn't get it at the distillery last week when I was there. You can't even get it at the distillery. I wonder since this bottle is so much in demand, do you think they will end up raising the price on this one? Easy for me because I can go to Buffalo Trace and pick it up. Okay, Anthony. At Buffalo Trace, how much are they pricing this bottle for at the distillery? Just got it here in Texas for Carlos. You just gave me an idea, Carlos. Carlos, thank you. Thank you, Carlos. And that's why I love getting on the live stream, because you all throw something out there and it makes me think about something. My wife is in Austin. My wife is in Austin, Texas, and she is bringing back some bottles for me. And why not bring back one more? Why not bring back one more? Hey, what's one more bottle? Why not bring back one more? So I'm going to say, hey, wifey, do me a favor. Do your husband a favor and go out and hunt for this Sazerac rye. Are you in Austin, Carlos? I know you said in Texas for $36, but are you in Austin, or is it all around Texas, or is it just in your area? Anthony says $39 at tax. So Carlos, let me know really quickly. I'm in Fort Worth. Okay. So I'm thinking she might can find it in Austin. Thank you for that. Man, I might have another bottle of this come Sunday night. Fingers crossed. But let's celebrate. Let's celebrate that tonight. Let's celebrate that tonight. That is awesome. I know exactly how this one tastes. I'm not going to say it's like my top 3, but it's definitely my top 5. I know my 1 and I know my 2. I'm struggling with the 3 and the 4 and the 5, but I'm going to put it, better get 2. Yeah, I better get 2. Depends on the carry-on. not the carry-on, but the check bag. I gave her a check bag, and she's gonna have to put some clothes in there or wrap it. I don't know how she's gonna do it, but hopefully I can get 2 more bottles in there without them busting, because I'm pretty sure, airlines, they don't care about your baggage. They just go throw it back there, and I hate for all my bottles to bust. And I'm pretty sure she's going to wrap it the right way, but I just don't want to take that chance of losing everything just because I wanted to be greedy and buy 3 or 4 more bottles. So we'll see. They're all over. They're all over around here. Okay, Carlos. Awesome. So again, let's try this Sazerac rye, 125 proof. Let's go. Yeah. Honey, spice, like some baked bread. You can tell it's going to be on the sweeter side. Everything about this bottle, I enjoy. I really do. I am sort of nursing this one because if I cannot get one, I'm going to call the wife tonight and just to see if she can find one tomorrow. Hopefully she can look for it tomorrow and find one. And if she can find one tomorrow, I'm definitely going to hit this one pretty hard this weekend. Pretty sure. Wow. That's good. That is good. Drinking right there at 125 proof, the sweetness, the balance of that bottle, everything about it is good. Diamond, what's going on? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Hopefully you had a good weekend. We are doing rye tonight, and I need to take this sweater off. It's getting sort of hot in here. The Sazerac foolproof is unbelievable for the price. Yeah, it is. Do you think they gonna actually boost the price because it is in demand? Does anybody think that? Because a lot of people can't get it. So I wonder, did they put it out just to test the price? And before they actually ship it out to everybody, they just wanted to test the price, and maybe they are going to jack up the price in certain places. I hope they boost age. They might do that. They might do that. But hopefully the price stays the same. Hopefully the price stays the same. This weekend is a lot less than from last weekend. Steve, yes. Thank you for stopping by, Steve. We appreciate you. It was nice meeting you, Steve, at Spillway. My first time there, and so you pay $50 in Florida. Okay, ooh, $50 versus $37. Wow, Diamond, we are doing ride tonight, and we are tasting this Sazerac ride foolproof. But Steve, I tell you what, that was my first block party, and I heard a lot about it, especially last year. I saw a lot of YouTube videos out about Spillway, but I didn't know what I was getting myself into. And when I touched down that Friday and I got to the parking lot that morning, that Saturday morning around 7:30ish to set up, and I saw how many people were out there already, and I saw the grills going. I saw the tailgates with all the alcohol sitting out. I saw people talking and drinking, socializing. I knew right there at that moment that I was in the right place. Yeah, I knew I was at the right place, and I'm looking forward to going back next year. The problem, Steve, I heard that allocated bottles, they were difficult getting this year, and they said that they're having some problems down there with getting shipments of allocated bottles. So I don't know in 2027 if they are even going to do one. Someone is questioning that now. They said they might not even do one in 2027. I don't know where they got that from, but I heard that when I was on site. So if you heard something different, let me know. Or do you think it's going to be bigger and better next year, Steve? If you can find it, if you come to Kentucky, go to some Kroger's, they should have it at MSRP. Okay, Anthony. I got this one gifted to me, and they got it from Kentucky. So yeah, I wonder how many people on here did go to Spillway. If you went to Spillway, put a check mark or one or something in the chat if you did go to Spillway. I just want to see out of the 33 people that's on here, did anybody other than me and Steve go to Spillway? Just want to see. The ones in Texas taste better. You said the Sazerac in Texas taste better? Okay, yeah, okay, good deal. So we have two people that actually went to Spillway. Well, three, if you account me. So we have four. Oh no, Carlos, it's the ones in Texas taste better. I wouldn't know, Carlos. Hopefully, if my wife bring me one back, I will put this bottle from Kentucky against the bottle that she hopefully brings back to me from Texas, just to compare the two. Awesome. Can't wait to, looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Now, everyone knows that I'm so close to 11,000 subscribers. Hold on, I hope Spillway is bigger and better next year. Yeah. Steve, I tell you what, I was sitting at my tent and they said that the ABC guys were walking around, driving around, looking for certain things. And they were policing that place harder than usual, or what they say. So I wanted to be on my best behavior, and I did not give out any samples to anybody. Even though I didn't have a lot, I probably had like 3 or 4 bottles, and I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I'm not even gonna lie. I bought 3 or 4 bottles. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, 3 or 4 bottles, that might be enough. People had 20, 30 bottles sitting out on their table. And I said, my 3 or 4 bottles, nobody wants to even try those things. So I didn't bring it out because A, I wasn't at my tent, and B, I didn't know what they were looking for versus what they weren't looking for. And C, the 3 bottles that I had versus the 30 bottles other people had, I didn't want to waste my time. I didn't want to waste my time because people had some good stuff out there. Had no idea, no idea. I should have did more tasting than talking, but my personality took over and I did more talking than tasting. But I'm glad I did because I tried to be responsible and tried to wait to noon to take my first pour because I knew it was going to be a long day. Some of those people started drinking at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. Some people, I think, stayed, I'm not going to say all night because I heard you couldn't stay in the parking lot all night, but I don't know if they stayed in the truck or not. but it was a lot of people out there at 8 o'clock in the morning. And to make your setup the way they did, they had to get out there very early that morning. Very early. Captain Jack, what's going on? What's going on, Captain Jack? What's going on? Spillway went okay. It went okay. We were all set up at 6 a.m. Okay, 6 a.m. Okay, so you were set up 2 hours before I even got out there. Okay, good deal. Did try anything new there, Spillway? Jay, I did try some things that's new. It was a bottle that I did on a short that he said that it was only 100 people that actually tried this bottle, and he had one of those bottles. I think he says 20 bottles came from one barrel, and he had one of those 20 bottles, and he let me try it. I need to go back and see which bottle that was. Joe, what's going on? Joe Unfiltered is in the house. JT Mellick. There you go, Joe. I appreciate it. I know Joe watched the short video or the live stream. The JT Mellick Red Label. Now, Joe, do me a favor, Joe, or anybody on here. That JT Mellick Red Label, is that a bottle anyone can get, or is that a bottle that once it's gone, and it's a limited edition? Yeah, Joe is in the house. So is that JT Mellick Red Label, is that limited edition? Because he said 20. No, that bottle was lottery only. Okay. So less than 20 made. So he was correct. He was correct. So out of the 20 bottles, I know two people who has a bottle. I know two people who has a bottle. And I tasted history. Awesome. Awesome. That makes me feel honored. I'm honored to do that. I'm honored to actually try a bottle that 20 bottles were made on under that barrel, and it is gone. Awesome. And you know something, and the crazy part is I knew it was something special because the way he talked about it, the way he described the bottle, and I had to pour my own at Spillway. You had to pour your own bottle at Spillway because you could not have anybody else pour it for you. So you had to pour your own. And I can tell that was a special bottle because when I was pouring my drink in the Glen, I can tell he was like, okay, yeah, okay, okay. I wasn't going to pour a lot because I knew it was a special bottle, and he was grateful enough to actually let me taste it. So I was going to pour just a little bit, but he was going to make sure. He was going to make sure that I didn't overload my glass, and I knew right then that this is a special bottle. I knew it. Man, the Sazerac Rye 4 Proof. Very good. Very good bottle. So anybody going to Bruiser Fest? Anybody going to Bruiser Fest in August? Just want to see. Anybody going to Bruiser Fest? Anybody going to the Bourbon Festival in Kentucky? And is anybody going to Bourbon on the Banks? I heard that they had I guess, Bourbon Festival in St. Louis. A friend of mine said that they have a Bourbon Festival in St. Louis. Don't know about that one. So you buying your tickets tomorrow for Bruiser Fest? Got you. I might just do that also because I'm pretty sure they're gonna sell out. I'm pretty sure they're going to sell out. So when I buy my tickets tomorrow, I might as well buy my hotel room. I'm trying to figure out what's the closest place to stay that's closest to the festival itself, because I'm probably going to have to get an Uber. So Urban Larry, 1985, if you go to Bruzel Fest, how do you get around? Do you rent a car? Do you walk? Is it that close to a hotel? Do you get an Uber? How do you do the transportation if you ever been to Bruzel Fest? Just want to make sure I get my ducks in a row. Yeah, so I just want to make sure they have a few hotels that shuttle you to the event. Most of the hotels are sold out already. Man, so I might need to jump on that tomorrow. Man, they sold out already. God, I don't know why I'd be waiting to the last minute. Maybe I can get on somebody's waiting list. Man, that's awful. Just the ones that shuttle are sold out. I don't mind catching an Uber though. If I had to catch an Uber, I'll catch an Uber. Yeah, I mean, if I had to pay $20 for Uber to get me back and forth, yeah, that's no problem. So I'm definitely going to check on tomorrow to make sure I get a room before I get the tickets, and then I'm probably going to do everything tomorrow: room, tickets, either plane tickets, or I'm going to rent me a car. It's a college town. 10-4. 10-4. Got you. Got you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Makes me feel a whole lot better. Makes me feel a whole lot better. Again, I appreciate everybody who's hanging out with me tonight. It's nothing special tonight. I'm just hanging out, drinking some ryes that I have here at a little old fashioned. The wife is in Austin, Texas, and I just have some time. And hey, why not? Why not just hang out online? Bourbon on the Banks. Okay, Anthony, I will see you at Bourbon on the Banks. Did you go last year, Anthony? If you went last year, I had a great time last year. My first bourbon festival that I ever went to was Bourbon on the Banks. Had a great time. Okay. Have you ever been to Bourbon on the Banks, or is this going to be your first time? Don't know if it's going to be your first time. First time. Me and my girl. Got you. All right, Anthony. So, if you ever, well, when you see me, come on over, and I'm going to have another one of these, because every bourbon festival I go to now, I am going to bring out my bar towel. And if you don't mind, Anthony, please come over, sign my bar towel, have a pour, and let's have a conversation, because I really do want to meet you in person. So again, if you ever see me out, and I have my bar towel, which I'm going to have at every Bourbon Fest, come on over, sign my bar towel, and let's have a pour together for sure. For sure. So let's turn this into a session because I have a few people on here and I just want to get your opinion because you all's opinion matters the most because you are here supporting this channel and I want to do everything that I can to make sure that I'm giving you what you want and we are moving this channel forward. So I'm just going to ask this question. Yeah, maybe we can go to Buffalo Trace because when I go down there this time, I'm probably going to spend about 4 or 5 days in Kentucky, not necessarily in down there where Bourbon on the Banks is. I probably gonna come in a couple of days early and just hit different parts of Kentucky, and then in the part at Bourbon on the Banks before I come home. Today is not the exception. Oh yeah, always a good time. Always a good time. What's going on? So hopefully everybody has liked and subscribed to the channel. But let's turn this into a quick session because your opinion matters. And the only way I can make this channel bigger and better is I just want to get in your head to see what you think. If anyone has any suggestions or anything they want to see from this channel or things that I should do different. Now, you have to remember, I'm trying to get to the masses. So make your suggestions a little broad because it has to go to the masses. And the reason I say that is, somebody said at one point in time, why don't you do tequila? Well, I'm a bourbon channel, so I'm not trying to go down that road. We're gonna do mostly bourbon and whiskey here on this channel, but let's stay in the bourbon and whiskey feel. But is there something that you want to see, or is there something that idea that you can come up with that will expand the channel and you think that will be good for the channel? Does anyone have any suggestions down there? And I'm open. I am open for anything that you have to say. Now, just because you put it in the chat doesn't mean I'm going to do it. It just means that I just want to hear your opinion and we just go from there. And I just want to see what people have to say about it, to be honest with you. And some people say, why you ask people opinion? You should do what you want to do. I get that. I get that. But sometimes you have to sit down and hear other people's thoughts about things because you never know what changes that you can make that will make your channel better. And again, I'm an open book. I'm an open book. So I am down to listen. Okay, am I here now? Lone Star, am I good? I wonder, am I good? It might now. I think it's me because I can tell by my screen. Can anybody hear me? Can everyone hear me now? R- is is it lagging? Let me know if it's lagging. If it's I just want to make sure I'm not okay. If it's lagging, I'm going to have to something happen. I don't know what it was, but so Carlos saying it's good now. It's choppy. I don't like choppy. So let's do this because I'm getting different messages. Some said yes, some said it's good, some say it's choppy. Which one is it? Because I don't want it to be choppy. I want it to be good. So someone give me an answer, please. Okay, so Anthony says good. It's good. I'll say Big Joe is good. Okay, good. Good, 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 good. So maybe we're back on track. So again, if we're back on track, I'm going to say the same question before my internet went down. If anyone has any suggestions of how you think this channel can grow, anything that you want to see, anything that I'm not doing, anything that I'm doing that you think that I can do better, I am all ears open over here. I can take criticism, constructive criticism. I've been in a first responder for 23 years and I have heard everything and anything. So let me know in the comments below, and let me know in the comments below if you think there's something that you want to see, something that I should be doing different. Okay, collab with others on YouTube. Night, that's a good one. Distillery tour videos, the smaller craft distilleries. Okay, Steve. So that's what I'm going to, let me screenshot this so I can remember. So we are going to distillery tours and collab with other YouTubers. Good deal. It's because of tornadoes. Now, Lone Star, it wasn't, it was me because I could see on my screen that it was buffering. So I know it was me. So we have distillery tours and we have collab with other YouTubers. Now, Night, I think collabing with other YouTubers is something that I really, really want to do. But I think I'm going to have to upgrade my my system here. Bringing buddies on here live with you. Okay, Lone Star, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I think I need to upgrade my system because I'm using my cell phone now and I need to use my computer, and so I can use other software to actually make that happen. And when I get somebody that's more tech savvy than me, we are definitely going to make that happen. But I can do right now, Steve, I can do distillery tours. On my list of distillery tours, Old Dominic, Blue Note, Nashville Barrel Company, Southern Collective. Those four are on my list because they are so close to me. I might just do Old Glory. Yeah, Old Glory is in Old Glory is right up the street from me. Man, brain fart. Never been to Old Glory, but it's right there up the street from me. It's probably about 2.5 hours. So I need to go there too. So there's 5 I can go to. Leaper's Fork, 6. That's 6. Delta Dirt in Arkansas. Okay, I'm gonna have to look to see how far that is from me. Maybe have a regular schedule for certain live streams like reviews on Wednesday. Captain Jack, Libras would be nice. Thank you, Big Ricks. What about Uncle Mama? Captain Jack, the only thing about my live streams regularly, since I work for the fire department, I know that I can't be on like on Wednesdays every month because I might work 3 Wednesdays in that month, and then the next month I might be off the next 3 Wednesdays. So, and my CPR classes, when I teach, I never know what days I need to teach. They may have me teaching like a Wednesday night, And I mean, so I really can't schedule because I have like 3 jobs that I'm doing. And so I can't schedule because I don't know what I'm doing. And that's why I just come on when I have time. So I'm sorry about not being consistent, but I really can't. I really can't. I wish I could though. TLO7, what's going on? TLO7. Yeah, we've been on live for about since 6 o'clock, and I was just apologizing because I don't have a certain time that I get on live stream because I never know when I'm going to have time. But when I have time, I jump on to try to take the advantage of it. Some barrel picks that would be good. Night that would be good. Yeah, TLO7. Yeah, been on in a minute. The barrel picks. Now, I know that Poor Decisions Pairing, me and those guys talk about barrel picks, but I really, really, really want to do one. I know Bruzel is doing his rooster run, and it's going to start out very quickly. So I want to do Old Dominic, Blue Note. If not those two, I want to do Southern Collective. So I don't know. Barrel pick for the closest stores. John Henry. I know it's a long way from you, but a trip of the West Coast. Okay, John Henry. I would definitely, if I ever up that way, I would definitely hit you up. TLO7 says just email one of my favorite liquor stores asking him to get me a Penelope American Light whiskey. I got you. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, brother. Got to do what you got to do. So that's what I'm going to try to do. And I'll tell you what. I'm probably going to go to Memphis a little bit early Sunday because the wife flight comes in Sunday afternoon. I wonder if I swing by Blue Note and Old Dominic just to get some details about the barrel pick and to see what we can do. I would love to do Blue Note. To be honest with you, Blue Note would be my first. Okay, TLO7. Start by changing the ball cap. Big Rich, a lot of people, when I get out there in the community and get out there, even the Spillway, some people were telling me about my ball cap. And I tell people all the time, they say, hey, are you a Chicago Cubs fan? I say, yeah, I am. I used to be an Atlanta Braves fan. I grew up watching Dale Murphy, and I love Dale Murphy. From some reason, Dale Murphy was the guy who stood out to me from Atlanta Braves. But most of my family, 90% of my family on my father's side is from Chicago. We visited Chicago when I was growing up 2 to 3 times a year. We still go up there. Matter of fact, my parents just came back from Chicago last week. So, and I love the Chicago Bears from Refrigerator Perry to, Jim McMahon. I love that era. So I am a Chicago fan when it comes to the Bears and the Cubs. And I always got to have a special place for those in my heart. So, and Steve, it worked out. It worked out because I am a Chicago fan and the C worked out for Chad. So it's best of both worlds. Best of both worlds. You and I grew up in Chicago as a kid. TLO7, the Havana I got as a gift. I haven't opened it yet. I haven't opened it yet because I decided to do rye tonight, but I am going to open that bottle very, very, very soon. I don't know how close I am to 11,000 subscribers. I know today when I looked, I was like 90 subscribers off from 11K. I was hoping to hit 11K by Spillway, but that didn't happen. And I blame myself. I blame myself because I wasn't out there shaking hands, giving out my coasters, and things that I needed to do to get my subscribers. I was running my mouth, but I wasn't actually telling people about my channel or giving out my coasters and having them actually subscribe to the channel. Because I think it was probably tell me if I'm wrong, Steve. I'm thinking it was probably about 800 to 900 people, maybe 1,000 people out there at Spillway. And I'm assuming all of those people wouldn't subscribe to the channel. And if I would have hit just a fraction of those people, I probably would have got my subscribers. Yeah, Lone Star, I think they are going to move the Chicago Bears out. I think taxes, the mayor issues, and all that other stuff. I think the Chicago Bears are moving out of Chicago. You know, TL07. Yeah, TL07. I thought so. Well over 1,000. Okay, I see 10. Yeah, I think it was 10,910. I think the last time I checked. But TL07, let me tell you about this bruiser situation. A lot of people did that. A lot of people got him over to the tent and did interviews with him and all of that. And I thought about doing that TL07, and maybe that was my mistake not doing it because I probably could have got more views on my Spillway video. But on the back of my mind was saying, do I want to use him to boost my channel or do I want to get people on my own? Because he was out there, everybody was, talking to him, everybody was trying to get him on the channel. And I mean, that's a lot of work for him. But in back of my mind, I was like, just meeting him and just getting a little bit of inspiration and motivation from him was enough for me. I know it sounds crazy because I probably could have used that moment when he came over to talk to me and sign my bar towel. I probably could have taped it, talked to him, interviewed him, and posted it on my channel. But this is going to sound crazy. It was one of those moments that I was looking so much forward to it that it was an intimate moment, and I wanted to actually, have a intimate one-on-one conversation with him without the cameras. It only was like 10 minutes, but to me, I got what I needed. He signed my bar towel. I got a picture with him that I posted for about 10 seconds, not even 10 seconds on my video, and I let it go. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I should have used that opportunity to boost my channel, but I just didn't. I just didn't. Yeah. Yeah, and I thought to myself, I'm just gonna sit back, be me, and just do my thing. And if it comes, it comes. And I know I say this a lot. Subscribers, I really want a lot of subscribers, but I guess subscribers really doesn't make a difference when you break it down versus a loyal, being loyal to the channel. Everybody on here is loyal to the channel because I've seen everybody on here multiple times. So I appreciate everyone that has supported this channel. I don't want anybody to subscribe to the channel and don't watch the videos. It defeats the purpose. Some people probably have 20,000, 30,000, 50,000 subscribers, but if they are not watching your videos, that doesn't make any difference how many subscribers you have. Now, I know I probably have right now 10,910 subscribers here, but I can tell you honestly right now, you can probably take out 110. I know for sure. You can take 110 people off that, because I know for sure 110 people I know for sure are now watching my videos. Let me tell you why. One is my mom, one is my dad, one is my brother, one is my sister, one is my cousin, one is my nephew. Those people are not watching my videos. They are subscribers because, yeah, they're family. They're family. But we all know how that runs. We all know how that runs. Family is not going to watch all your videos. They just subscribing because that's something that they think they need to do. But I appreciate it though. I appreciate it. You know, I'm not knocking it over here. I'm not knocking it over here. You know, I talk to my mom sometime, and she says, "So when the last time you shot a video?" And it's been like, let's say I talked to her like a week and a half from now. So when you gonna shoot another video? I'm like, Mom, I done shot like 6 since the last time I talked to you. You know, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. But let's do the Smoke Eye Heel barrel proof rye, aged 5 years. And this is going to be 131 proof. This one right here. Yeah, I can tell she's not watching. But you know what, mom wants to watch bourbon channels. You know, she likes women's basketball. She likes, you know, Matlock. She likes the, you know, NCIS, things like that. You know, she doesn't want to watch bourbon. She don't even drink bourbon. So I get it. You know, I get it. You know, this is support. She's a subscriber. So, hey, thank you. Sick Collection. I appreciate that. What's your oldest age rye? TLO7, that's a good question. I have no idea because I have tons of ryes over here. That's actually, we popped this one. This was gifted to me at Spillway. I was in the hotel lobby eating breakfast before we left, and a guy came down from the elevator. He was a subscriber to the channel. He came over and he said, "Hey, a little old fashioned, I watch your channel." And he had this bottle in his hand when he was talking to me. And I said, "Hey, what you got there, sir?" He said, "Oh, the Smoke Eye Heel." I said, "Huh, never tried that one before." And he says, "Oh, wow, I'm going to gift this to you." And he actually gave this to me in the hotel during breakfast time. Now, really funny story. Since I was eating breakfast, I had this bottle sitting right there in front of me during breakfast time. And a older lady came, probably in her 60s, late 60s, early 70s. And she came over and she says, "What you got there?" And I said, "Oh, this is some bourbon. It's a rye." And she says, "You drinking this early in the morning?" I said, "No, ma'am. No, ma'am. A guy gifted this to me for my YouTube channel." And she looked at it. She says, "Huh, I bet that's pretty good." I said, I bet it's pretty good too also." And she said, "Huh, okay." And she walked off. And it got me to thinking, she probably drinks bourbon. I should have gave her a coaster. I should have told her about my YouTube channel, but I didn't want to do that at breakfast time and everybody was down there looking. I should have done that because she came over and she looked at the bottle. So she probably was interested in what was in this bottle. And she probably took a little note in her head that when she goes back to her place or her state, she probably gonna go in the liquor store and look for this bottle. High Tide, what's going on, High Tide? Thank you for stopping by. We are going to try the Smoke Eye Heel barrel proof again tonight because this is rye night. And I'm going to pour this and I'm going to go over the bottles that we actually tasted tonight already. And the thing about this Smoke Eye Hill, the top is heavy. The cork top is heavy. I don't know if you can hear this or not. It's solid. It's heavy. It's like a rock. You throw this thing, you'll bust a window for sure. So let's go back over the bottles that we tried tonight really quickly. The first one we tried was a Sagamore Barrel Strength. This was a store pick from St. Goose, aged 9 years, 110 proof. This was our first rye of the night. The second one was the Double Oak Sagamore Rye. This was sitting at a 96 proof, which I thought this one was better than the other one because it was more flavorful. Even though both of the finishes went away quickly, this one was a better tasting bottle. Even though it is a lower proof, it was a better tasting bottle in my opinion. The third one that we went over was the Peerless Straight Rye, sitting at 111 proof. This one was better than the Sagamore in my opinion. Now it is a higher proof, but the finish was there longer. You get a little bit of more sweetness, a little bit more of that earthiness, and I tend to enjoy this bottle. The only thing about this one, it gives you a little hint of like a medicinal taste, medicine taste going down the palate. It's not bad, but it tends to remind you of that flavor. The fourth one we went over was going to be the Heaven Hill Grain to Glass. Now, this one, when it says Heaven Hill Grain to Glass, that's what you get, grain to glass. It is very heavy on the earthy notes. Even though it is drinking on the sweeter side, it is very heavy when it comes to that earthiness and the spiciness. This would go great in the old fashioned because that old fashioned, the ice on it and the simple syrup and the cherry will sort of balance this bottle out a little bit more. And I think this one would go great in the old fashioned, and it's 123 proof. The next one we went over was the Sazerac Rye. If you've been following my channel, you know I love this bottle. I love this bottle. Matter of fact, Carlos was actually telling me that he can find it in Texas. And since my wife is now in Austin, Texas, picking up my other bottles, after this live stream tonight, I'm going to call my wife and I'm going to say, hey, Mrs. Hart, if you don't mind, go to your nearest liquor store and pick up a bottle of Sazerac Rye, if you don't mind, and bring it back with my other bottles. And hopefully that happens. Hopefully it's an easy find, and hopefully I can have 2 bottles here at a little old fashioned by Sunday night. And now the next one we are going to try is a Smokey Eye Hill. This one right here. Oh yeah, James Cole. Yeah, John Henry, good vibe content, trying to try bottles and buy live. You buy live with them, okay? Hunting places you never been before. Makes the channel interesting, keeps us coming back. Got you, John Henry. Got you. The Smoke Eye's good. RVA 3215. Appreciate that. You're sending my wife to go bourbon hunting. That's exactly what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send her bourbon hunting, but I'm going to throw a little bit of extra money when I send it to her. and say, hey, let me buy you dinner or buy you some lunch while you out there bourbon hunting. But hopefully it doesn't take too many stores. And what I might do is I might just do the hunting for her and make it easy. As in, tomorrow, I'm going to get up and probably call some liquor stores that's close to where she is just to see if they have it. That's what I'm going to do. Make it easier on her. Yeah, make it easier on her. So this is a great pour. Oh, yeah. Has a great nose to it. And I think I went over this last live stream. And I know this one has opened up. It's a blue corn, aged 5 years, 131.2 proof. Let's go. Yeah, that's sweeter than all of the ones that we have tasted. Very good pour. And it's drinking right there at the proof of the bottle. It's drinking more than the 125 full proof, you can tell. This one is a little bit sweeter than the full proof. It's a little bit stronger than the full proof, but it's more of it's a balanced bottle. It's a balanced bottle. It's a little bit on the heavy on the spicier side than the full proof, but it is a very good bottle. You get what you get out of this Smoke Eye Hill. You do. Corn 131. Yep. It's drinking right there to 131. Josh, what's going on? Thank you, Josh. I try out here. Jane said picked up 10 bottles on the way, Gatlinburg and back. Awesome, awesome. Josh, I try to take my time and I try to get you what you need when I do some bourbon hunting. Because when I go into stores, it's not just for me, it's for you all also. Because I think you watch my videos to see the prices on the bottles. Right, and blue corn, never seen that before. TL07, I seen this bottle once, and that was when I was in Buster's, and it was on my last video. And I think I'm going to go back and pick this one up when I go to Memphis to pick the wife up, because it is a very good bottle. Yeah, Big Rich, yeah, definitely, definitely, full of flavor. On a little warm side, but it's full of flavor. Ever had the bourbon? No, I haven't. This is the first time I ever had the Smoke Eye. Is the bourbon as good as this one? That's the question, because they had the bourbon and the rye. So is the bourbon as good as the rye? If it is, oh, he said yes. Anita White, thank you, thank you, thank you for stopping by. Hey, Anita White, you know, it's always a pleasure to have you stop by. Much love to you. I cannot wait to actually come down and visit very, very, very soon. So, you know, hey, Anita White, thank you for stopping by. Much love, much love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't say that enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One of my best supporters here. You might not see her a lot, but she's always in the background. She's always somewhere around. She's always sending support. She's always sending love and support. Anita White, 2281. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot do it without you. Really can. Really can. Is membership gifting enabled on your channel? I don't know. You know, High Tide, again, I need to get more technical. I know people have actually done it, High Tide. I don't know how to do it, to be honest with you, but it should be working. I haven't changed anything since the last time. So I don't know if it's working or not. Chat add the $2.99 for my membership tier sub. Can I do that now, TL07? Oh, maybe I can. I probably can't do that now. James Cole. I got 2020. I got Bourbon Year. I like Smokey Eye ride a bit better. Okay. Oh yeah, Josh. I tell you what. I make my old fashioned sometime, but I really want to splurge with the old fashioned. I use the Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof Rye. I use some simple syrup. I use some premium cherries. Actually, I'm gonna tell you what I do. A lot of people, you can have multiple tiers. Sub 299 on Bruzel. Okay, I will change that. I will change that. I'm going to go in tonight and probably restructure some things. So I don't know what I have now, to be honest with you. I really don't. Really don't. I need to, but I really don't. But Josh, this is what I do. A lot of people like to take the orange off the peel and then twist the peel, and those expressions of that orange peel go around the glass, and they rub the orange peel around the glass and they drop it in the glass itself. This is what I do. And a lot of people probably don't do it, but this is what I like. I start to enjoy this. I'm going to put some bitters in there, some cherry bitters. I'm going to add a high rye bourbon. I'm going to add a large ice cube. I'm going to stir that up. Stir it up, stir it up, stir it up. And then I'm going to add 2 premium cherries. And then I'm going to cut an orange peel. But what I'm going to cut is going to be a very, very small orange. But I'm going to squeeze that orange into that drink, then go around the rim of the glass, and then I'm going to drop that whole thing into my old fashioned. And then I'm going to stir it up again. Next thing, I'm going to take my smoker and I'm going to put wood chips in my smoker, burn it for about 10 seconds, blow it out, let it sit for about 2 minutes. Perfect old fashioned. Perfect old fashioned. Okay, TL7, I get you. Don't have to remove the ones I have that's updated. And I started to make an old fashioned tonight online, but I knew, do you smoke every old fashioned? TL, I don't smoke every old fashioned. I smoke most of my old fashions. When I say most of them, if I make, let's say I smoke 8 out of 10. Smoke 8 out of 10. Man, that's a good one. That is a good one. And again, I'm just not starting to get into rides, man. It's crazy. It is crazy. Does anyone have a favorite ride? Let's do this. What is your favorite ride? I know you have 36 people on here. What is your favorite ride? Put it in the comments below. I would love to know. Because I know my favorite. I have my tops. I have my tops. I haven't tried a lot of rides, but the ones I've tried, I know my tops. Redemption, just the base normal 46 proof bottle. Okay. Oh, over here, 10-year cash jam. I need to pick up. You are the third person tonight that said that overhold 10-year cash jam. Still Austin. Okay, Josh. Mixes Bear Strength. Okay, Steve. Penelope Toasted Rye. Okay, Jack. You know, I got a smoker kit. Having not used that smoker kit is pretty cool. But if you can see right now, that's what I love about bourbon and whiskey. Look at the comments below about the question I just asked, your favorite rye. I think one person said the same thing. Only one. Everybody else said something different. Everybody else has something different on the comments when we talks about ryes. And that's what I love about bourbon and whiskey. Why? Because everybody has a different palate. That's where the conversations come in at. Because you can have a conversation about ryes all night long. All night long. That's the beauty about bourbon and whiskey. Because when you come into a place, you have something in common. It might not be the same bottle, but you have something in common. And that's exciting to me. It really is exciting to me because you can start a conversation up with anybody and talk for hours about bourbon and whiskey. That is so cool. Redwood Empire, Roxy, nobody said that one. That is crazy. That is crazy. Woodinville, whiskey, 100%, 8-year straight rye. Nobody said that one. That's so cool. Old Overheard, 12-year. Nobody said that one. Everybody has a different rye that they put in the chat. That's so cool, man. That's so cool. That's so cool. So when a person tells you that's not good, or a person says that's good, you can tell in the comments below that person might not have the same palate as you. Pikesville rye, nobody said that one. You know, that big Rick Mac D, I have that Pikesville rye. I don't know where it is. There we go. Oh, right next to my foot. I keep it close. I keep it close. Big Rick, I keep it close. I haven't seen the 12-year yet. 10-year was 2003. 11-year was 2024. So the 12-year, okay, is out. James, not into rye yet. Wheat or bourbon so far. Okay. I'm glad I appreciate the convincing by Elijah Craig Burford Rye. Got you. High Tide. There we go. Thank you, High Tide. I appreciate that. High Tide has gifted. So we are going to send a shout out to High Tide. And High Tide, this is what we're going to do. High Tide, I'm going to let you pick. I'm going to let you pick, High Tide, of the thank you toast we're going to do. We have the Smokey Eye Heel. We have the Jack Daniels Single Barrel Proof Rye. We have the Pikesville Rye. And we have Sazerac Rye Foolproof. So High Tide, I am going to let you pick. What do you want to toast to, High Tide? Or do you have something else? I'm going to let you pick, High Tide. Whatever you want, if I have it up here, let me know. Or you can let me pick. It really doesn't make any difference. So yeah, High Tide, we appreciate you gifting memberships. And we are going to let you pick what we are going to toast for that very special gift. And if you have supported this channel, we appreciate you. It's not overlooked. Okay, Sazerac Rye Foolproof is what I'm drinking. That's my choice. Awesome. Great choice. And this is what I'm going to do, High Tide. I'm going to use my best Glencairn here. I love this one because it has a wider base and it's heavier, and I love this one. So I'm going to use this. TLO7, you are next. You are next, TLO7. We are going to let you pick after we do this one for High Tide. So this is what we're going to do for you, High Tide. We do appreciate you here at the Little Old Fashioned. You didn't have to actually donate those gifts, but you did. And we definitely appreciate your support and your dedication to this channel. We couldn't do it without you. We couldn't. And I don't want to do it without any of you. So thank you, High Tide, for actually doing that. And we appreciate your support. So cheers to you. Thank you again. Cheers. Good choice, by the way. That is a great pour, man. That's a great pour. And I know we talked about the Smoke Eye versus this Sazerac. The Smoke Eye drinks a little bit spicier. This Sazerac rye is a little bit milder. It really depends on what kind of mood you're in. You cannot go wrong with either one. But for the price right now, I think the Sazerac rye, for the price, is a better bottle. Now, again, this is not bad. It's not bad. It's a very good one. It's a very good one. I would definitely say this is a buy. It is a buy. Matter of fact, when I go to Memphis, Tennessee Sunday, I'm going to buy a bottle. But this one right here is good. It's good. So let's finish this one up. And TL07, get to thinking, TL, because the next one is going to be for you. The next one is going to be for you. Wow. I wonder if this gets better as time goes through the bottle, as it opens up. I just opened this bottle up probably about a month ago. It's halfway gone because I love it. But I wonder, after it opens up, after 2 to 3 months, would it become better? Because if it does, that is going to be one of those ryes that I'm going to pick up all the time. TL07, yeah, you can pick a rye to pour, or you can pick anything else you want to pour. TL07, you can pick whatever. I gave High Tide the same opportunity. You can pick whatever. He just picked the Sazerac rye because he was drinking on it. But TL07, if you are gifting to this channel, if you're making a donation to this channel, we appreciate you, and I'm not going to limit to you anything. So, unless it's, well, I say anything, but anything that I'm not trying to open on a special occasion. Do the Penelope Toasted Rye and tell me about that one, because I never had it. Penelope Toasted Rye. All right. Penelope Toasted Rye. This is, haven't opened it yet. So this is what we're going to do, TL07. This is going to be the next one. I haven't opened it yet. So this is going to be a C&C store pick. And we are going to try it together. Good choice. No. It's not special TL07. It's not special. It's one of those bottles that I can get. Probably should have opened it already. But again, we appreciate you actually sending out those gifts. And we are going to open this one up and we're going to toast out to you. You know, High Tide, I saw on the back of Still Austin, and I don't know why I didn't check when I was in Austin. I think I was just excited and just moving through the store very quickly. I don't know if this on all the Still Austins, but most of the bottles I seen the other day, they said 2 years old. It seems like Still Austin, most of those bottles are young whiskeys. So is that true throughout the Still Austin lineup, or is that true with just Still Austin, some of those bottles? Steve, I'm still looking for that Pride for Gold. So, I'm just finished the pour Still Austin and now onto the Penelope. Awesome. Okay, so they do have expressions over 7 years. I just haven't seen it. And hopefully the one I bought was up there. James Cole, thank you. Thank you. If you send a picture of you in one of my t-shirts or sweatshirts to a little old fashioned at hotmail.com, we are going to probably do that newsletter in the next week or so we can get it out on the 1st. And we definitely will put you there on the newsletter. So we appreciate everybody that actually bought merch, bought books, bought sweatshirts, donated to the channel. We appreciate that. But let's pop this Penelope Toasted Rye open. Now TL07, this is going to be a fresh cork pop. So we are going to try as much as we can to give it a decent try, a decent score. Hopefully it doesn't drink too hot. And hopefully when I do this cork pop, it doesn't need to air out that much. Oh, that's a nice one. That is a nice one. Alpha, we just did. We talked about that Sazerac rye for privilege right here. We just did a shout out to High Tide. He gifted memberships, and we did a shot of this, and we gave him a toast. This is a very good bottle. Thank you for stopping by. Just trying to catch up, make sure I don't miss anything. Yeah, everybody's grabbing those blue tops at early times. Matter of fact, I'm stacking up myself. Yeah, on the fresh pop, I'm expecting a burn, especially from this rye bottle. And it's sitting, let me see, it is sitting at 117 proof. So I'm expecting a little bit of burn, and I'm expecting from the nose a little bit of that ethanol. Maybe I'm wrong, but we're finna see. Okay, good deal. So G-Cat says he's drinking on some Penelope Toasted as well. That was a nice cork pop, one to John Henry. That was a nice cork pop. Drew, my palate is just not suited for rye. I think the only like it as far as Sazerac foolproof. So I tell you what, Drew, the next one I would suggest to pick up is going to be the Pikesville. Pick up the Pikesville rye and see what you think about that one. TL07, that one was loud. Yeah, James Cole, TL07, High Tide. We appreciate everyone that has gifted those memberships. If you got one, please say thank you. They didn't have to do it. Rob Hartsell, I saw Redwood Empire triple toasted. Triple, okay. I haven't seen the triple yet. Rob, haven't. Looking for it though. Low proof Jack Daniels single barrel ride. I think I've seen that. Okay. Thank you, Hot Tide. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully we get those sales. But again, here we go. We are trying the Penelope CNC Store Pick Toasted Rye, and this is going to be 117 proof. I'm excited about this one. Aged 6 years. Uh, charred in American oak barrels. So let's put it to the nose very quickly and see, since this is a fresh cork pop, and see what we get. Okay, surprising. It doesn't give you that ethanol smell, even though it's a fresh cork pop. I can put my nose straight into the glass. You can get a little bit, but it's not a lot, not what you expected. But let's see what we get. You can tell it's going to be on the sweeter side. And what I found out about a Penelope is most of those Penelope products do drink on the sweeter side. And that's why I love about Penelope. It doesn't have the earthiness that I think most ryes should have. And it does not drink or smell like it's going to drink at the proof of the bottle. But of course, I've been wrong plenty of times. And it's not about the nose, it's about what's in the glass. So let's give it a twirl really quickly. And we are going to put it to the palate and see what it gives us. And I am using a Poor Decision pairing Glen tonight. Shout out to them. Cheers. Yeah, it's drinking on the sweeter side, and it's not drinking at 117 proof. Now, I know I've been going up and down. I tried 131, and I tried some higher proof bourbons or high proof ryes, and this one is not drinking at 117 proof. But let me tell you, hold up. It's good. It's good. Now, I've tasted plenty of ryes tonight, so I can actually give you my opinion of which ones are better and where this falls in my lineup. And I'm going to give you where this Penelope Toasted rye falls in my lineup. Is it better than the Sazerac rye? No. Is it better than the Smokey Eye Hill rye? No. Is it better than Peerless? Yes. Is it better than the Heaven Hill? Yes. Is it better than both Sazeracs? Yes. So, that should tell you where it comes in when we're talking about this Penelope Toasted. Has anyone tried it, and what do you think about it? So we're talking about the pipe dream, the triple toasted pipe dream. The Bullet 12-year rye was okay. I think I'm going to get the Elijah Craig toasted rye. Okay. The Big C, Elijah Craig is a good, especially for the price. Okay. Good deal. So all these things here, I'm taking notes to make sure that my next bourbon hunt, I can look for those. Knight said he killed his Penelope Toasted store pick rye in 9 hours. And Knight, I can tell you, I can understand how you did that. I can understand how you did that because it doesn't drink at 117 proof for one, and it's not really spicy. So I can understand how you can get multiple pours down, and the sweetness on this bottle, I can definitely understand it. Definitely understand it. Flying to Mexico again in the morning. Okay, high tide. That's what I'm talking about. I'm packing 2 bottles in my check bag, but not sure what I want to take. High Tide, I tell you what, whatever you take, enjoy. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself, High Tide. Proof made me do it. Elijah Craig Toasted Rye is great. My favorite rye is Jack Single Barrel Proof Rye. Yep. Yep. Right here. There you go. I don't know too many people who do not like this bottle. Doesn't drink that hot at all. Very good. Yo. Professional drinker. Yeah. Professional drinker. Awesome. 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 This is a nice one, though. It is a nice one. This store pick actually is CNC. It went very quickly because they had samples out there and people were tasting it. And actually, when they tasted, they picked up a bottle. I just don't know why I haven't opened this one yet. It's a very good bottle, and the color on this bottle is very nice. You probably can't see it. It's sort of dark in here, but it's very nice color on this bottle. Yeah, I know. High Tide, that's one thing about going to other places. You know, Jack Daniels #7 is probably the best whiskey you're going to get. So I'm glad you're bringing your own. Jack Daniels Burr Proof is allocated. I think in New York, only seen 99. Ooh, wow. Been drinking the Jack Daniels Rye Bundle on ice. John Henry, I haven't tried the Jack Daniels Bundle. I don't know if I have a Jack Daniels Bundle around here. I probably do somewhere. You know something? I see something. Tonight I have a small batch Jack Daniels Burr Hill Hazmat Ride. That thing is Wild Ride. Okay, good deal. I see something. We talking about old overhold. I think I see a bottle. Hold up real quick. What is this? Some people talked about old overhold, and I just looked to my left and I saw this one. Now, I don't know if you were talking about this one. This is a screw top. It's 114 proof, aged 4 years. It's this one right here. I think this, yeah, I know this is not the one you're talking about because I think someone said 10 year, 12 year. So I know this is not what you're talking about. I picked this one up just because I think it was cheap and I didn't have a bottle. And I'm pretty sure this is not what anyone is talking about. That's the all younger version. Okay. Okay. I kind of figured that it wasn't the same. Yeah, yeah, TL. I just happened to look over to my left and saw that old overhaul. Bourbon Nerd, what's going on? What's going on, Bourbon Nerd? Hey, you can drop your YouTube channel down in the link. And again, every time someone comes here with a YouTube channel, if you don't mind, you can throw it up on the link. I try to give everybody who comes through that has a YouTube channel some exposure because I know they would do it for me. So shout out to everybody. Old Granddad 114, Jack Daniels Single Barrel Rye. Okay, Alpha. I haven't tried the Old Granddad 114 yet, but the Sazerac Rye Full Proof, yeah, you right on, right on. The Jack Daniels Triple Mash, haven't tried that one yet. There is a new Old Granddad 7-year single barrel. I won't. So I'm excited to actually get my Old Granddad 7-year bottle here at TL07. And the wife is going to bring it in Sunday. And I'm excited to try it. Even though I see it now in my local liquor stores, I refuse to buy it because I got one coming. But TLO7, good choice, buddy. Good choice. Yeah, shout out to you. Good choice. Let's put this back up. Got a Joseph Magnus store pick. So it's not a Joseph Magnus cigar blend store pick, is it? Or just a regular Joseph Magnus? Yeah, you say Joseph Magnus store pick. I never seen a Joseph Magnus store pick. I don't know if it's the regular Joseph Magnus or the cigar blend. Whatever the case may be, I never seen a store pick. I really want to know how that tastes, Jay. I didn't even know they came out with Joseph Magnus store picks. Get a little water in my system. Bourbon Nerd, I don't know when we're going to do this, but we are so close to each other. I don't know why we haven't done a collaboration yet. Eventually, we can do one. I don't know if we need to meet at like Old Dominic or Blue Note. We need to have a meeting spot that all we can all get together sometime and do something that we should have done a long time ago. So we need to get together like on the patio, and we need to figure this out because it's no reason why we haven't done anything yet. I don't know why. It's no reason why we shouldn't have done it already. So we definitely need to make that happen. Yeah. And, I think the collaboration would actually help everybody out. Yeah, I think a collaboration would help everybody out. So, let's see what we're going to do next. We have the Jack Daniels Single Barrel Bourbon Rye, and we have the Pikesville. I might just jump into Pikesville and leave the Jack Daniels for last. Okay, so Joseph Magnus started their single barrel program back this past year after a 7-year hiatus. Oh, didn't know that. The bar is only 15 minutes from Old Dom. All right, okay, good deal. That's not far at all. Good deal. Definitely need to get together. We'll definitely try to get down there. I heard a lot about Pikesville. I've seen it in the shelves, but haven't bought it. Let's go with Pikesville. Now, Pikesville is sitting at 110 proof. And when I first saw this a bottle of Pikesville and I put it up, it did not seem, it seemed to be a little bit on the lighter side. So I was struggling with it, but I remembered that every live stream that I did, people were saying, pick up the Pikesville rye. And I said to myself, hey, pick it up. Just because it looks on the lighter side does not mean it is not a good bottle. So I picked up the Pikesville rye and I tried it. And let me tell you, I enjoyed it. Excuse me. I think that bottle like $50. Been walking past it. TLO7, I did too. Now, let's try it. And I tried it the other night, and we will just try it again because I've been trying so many ryes tonight. I just want to see where this fits in my lineup. Yeah, it's definitely TL07 is definitely a buy. Definitely a buy. So pour made me do it. Say I like that one. Now I'm about to, hey, yeah, get you a pour. Get you a pour. Yeah, very good bottle. Very good nose. Now, you can tell it's not going to drink on the higher proof. You can tell that by the nose. Now, I know I have taken 130, went to 120, was down to like a 98. Now I'm back to 110. So I'm all over the place when it comes to rise. So when I taste this, even though I jumped from 131, 125 down to a 90 something, now I'm back to 117. It's a roller coaster ride. So I might be off a little bit, but let's try it. Cheers. It's solid. It's solid. What I mean by solid is you can tell on the color of the bottle that it's drinking on the lighter side. And what I mean by that is it's not drinking right there at 110 proof. It's not. But that does not make it a bad bottle. This bottle, I would say, is drinking right there at 100 proof. But again, I have tasted 131 proof. So it's not drinking right there at 100 proof for me. But the difference about this Pikesville is I think it's balanced all the way through. From the tip of the tongue, the big tongue, and from the back of the palate, it's a complete pour. You can taste the sweetness on the front, mid, back. You can taste the spice on the front, mid, back. And all of it is balanced all the way through. So I definitely suggest that you pick up a Pikesville Rye 110 proof. Not only this bottle is going to be for the people who don't like the higher proof bourbons or whiskeys or ryes because it does not drink at 110 proof. But on the other hand, if you like ryes and you like the earthiness and the sweetness, this bottle can work for everybody. And I think this bottle is popular because it can work for everybody. Some of these ryes out here cannot work for everybody. And let me explain to you what I'm saying. This Smokey Eye Hill cannot work for everybody. This is for a rye person. This is for a rye person. If you don't like ryes, you probably won't like that one. The Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Barrel Proof Rye is not for everybody. If you don't like ryes, you probably won't like this one. But this Pikesville, I think it's for everybody. Intro people, people who like ryes, I think everybody will like this bottle. Yeah, now the Pikesville is on the list for about for sure. Yeah, for sure. 6 years sweeter side. Try that Knob Creek Blenders 106 Great Pour. I have that. All those bottles you are saying, I have it right here. We tried this Knob Creek Blenders edition the other night. I don't know how many live streams ago, but we did pop this one open. You see it's popped open. It is 106 proof, and I think it was a pretty decent pour. So we did pop this one open when I bought it. Pillington Rye 12 year is 80 proof, and I like it. Okay, TL07. Doug, greetings. What's going on, Doug? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by, Doug. Yeah, bourbon drinkers, rye gets used a lot. The Pikesville is legit. Aaron, you are right. You're right. And some ryes, if you want bourbon drinkers to get into ryes, you got to start them off. You got to start them off the right way. You just can't throw them in to rise, because that's what happened to me. I sort of jumped in 2 feet first when it came to rise, and that's why I said to myself, I don't like rise, because I chose the wrong ones first. But now I'm starting to learn how to like them, and it takes a little bit of work, a little bit of time, a little bit of focus in doing it the right way. The Knob Creek a buy? I say, Jay, the Knob Creek, I think it's a buy. I think it's a buy. I'm a Knob Creek fan when it comes to my favorite one. My favorite one is going to be, who is it at? The 120 proof. I love that one, especially a store pick. I think, if I can remember right, it was a pretty decent pour. I would suggest everyone to try it, pick it up, and give it your own opinion. Just because I didn't necessarily say it was great, it was decent, and I would think everyone should actually have a bottle, especially if you just like trying different things. Pick one up and let me know what you think. Again, this is 106 proof. I don't think it was drinking right there at 106. I think it was drinking a little bit lower, and I like my bourbons and whiskeys to be on the higher proof side, but I think it is a pickup. But another pickup, which we haven't talked about tonight. So the Big C says, same, bro. I used to hate Rise. I feel you. I feel you. But one thing I haven't talked about tonight, and I have to when we're talking about Rise, is going to be the Ingram. This Ingram Buster store pick sitting at 123 proof. This one right here is amazing. This is amazing. I'm glad I went to Buster's. If anyone is in Memphis, Tennessee, stop by Buster's. Tell them a little old fashioned sent you. And if you are nice enough and say, hey, what do you have to taste? They would take you back in the tasting room. And I tell you what, you will be surprised of what they have back there. I'm going to put out a video probably middle of next week. And I went back to Buster's about a couple of days ago, and I did another video when I dropped my wife off at the airport. I was so close to Buster's that I had to stop. I could not roll past Buster's liquor store being that close. I had to stop, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did, because on that video, I tried some bottles that I never thought that I would try. Ever thought I would try. That's why you need to build relationships with your store owners. And B, I'm shocked. I'm shocked that I got to try those bottles. But if you ever in buses or if you ever anywhere, pick up this Ingram Rye and let me know what you think about it. It is a very good bottle. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to say it's one of my favorite ryes after the Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof Rye, after the Sazerac rye. I think this is going to fall in my top 5 for sure. And we might just pop that open before the night is over. That Ingram TL07, that rye, yeah, it's very good. The Blenders Edition is going in my luggage. I feel you, High Tide. I feel you, buddy. Jerome, I haven't tried the bourbon yet. Matter of fact, when I go back to Memphis, I'm going to stop by Buster's and I'm going to pick up a rye and I'm going to pick up the bourbon. Big Rick, what's going on, Big Rick? What's going on, MD Kenny VIP? What's going on? Big Rick, MD, thank you for stopping by. We appreciate your support here at the Little Old Fashioned. We are having a great time because we are talking about Rise tonight. We have been over the Sazerac. We've been over the Heaven Hill, Grain to Glass. We've been over the Peerless. We've been over the Smokey Eye. We've been over the Sazerac Rye. And now we are talking about the Pikesville Rye. So hopefully everyone has liked this video. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button, asking for your support. Welcome aboard, MD Kenny VIP. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We appreciate your support here at Little Old Fashion. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We couldn't do it without you. Matter of fact, this is what we do, MD Kenny VIP. Since you have become a member, I'm going to put you in the same rotation because High Tide and TLO7 actually gifted memberships. But since you are a member, I am going to let you pick out a bottle tonight, and we are going to actually give you a toast for being a member. So again, MD, pick out a bottle. It doesn't have to be a rye, even though it's rye night. It doesn't have to be a rye. MD, pick out a bottle, and we are going to do a toast for you today, just because you have became a member here at a Little Old Fashioned, and we appreciate everybody who does that. MD is thinking. He's thinking, what do I want to have him toast out? It's all on you, MD. Everybody's waiting on you. Everybody's waiting. And I am really interested to see what you pick, MD. Take your time and think about a good one. TL said, take your time and think about a good one. I think he will. MD said, oh, Carter. Bet. Oh, Carter, this is what we're going to do. Oh, Carter, you picked a good one. You picked a good one. Matter of fact, this old Carter, I do have a great story for the old Carter. Let me actually wash this glass out really quickly. And I do have a just story about the old Carter. This is going to be batch number 20. And it says batch number 20 out of 1,285. It has a TN-4 on the bottle. TN-4 is 124 proof. So hopefully, let me put it up to the camera and hopefully you can see that. And that's what we're going to taste today. But really quickly, let me tell you about the story about the old Carter. I'm drinking them Peerless sticky beer. Let me tell you about the story of the old Carter. When I was at going to Bourbon on the Banks, my birthday was October the 2nd. So October the 2nd was my birthday, and I was going to do some bourbon hunting before I went to Bourbon on the Banks. And I went to Justin's House of Bourbon, which was walking distance from my hotel. And I was in there shooting the video, and when I got done, some guys came into Justin's House of Bourbon. It was their meeting place. And I was just doing my thing, and one guy said, hey, that's a Little Old Fashioned over there. And I knew one of those guys because they had a YouTube channel. So I got to talking with this guy, and we just got talking about YouTube. And a lot of more guys started coming into the Justin's House of Bourbon. And eventually they walked out. They walked out the store. So I got to talking to the person that was behind the bar. One person came back in and say, hey, you need to come with us. And I said, I didn't know the guy. I had no idea who he was. And he says, you need to come with us. And I said, nah. I'm good because my wife was waiting at the hotel for me to come back. And he said again, he said, no, 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 no. I'm telling you, you need to come with us. And I said to him again, no, sir, I'm good. My wife is waiting for me back at the hotel, and I told her I will be right back. The bartender behind the counter, she said, sir, I have no idea who you are, but you need to go with them. I'm telling you, you need to go with them. And that time I said to myself, I thought really quickly, my brain was going 100 miles per minute. And I was thinking to myself, should I go? Should I not go? Should I call my wife? Should I not call my wife? I was thinking 100 miles per minute, but I had to make a decision. And I said, okay, how far are we going? And he says, oh, it's just right next door. And I said to myself, right next door? Cool. Right next door, cool. So I stepped out of the House of Bourbon, turned right, did another right, not even probably 5 or 6 steps, opened the door, went upstairs, opened another door, turned left, and I saw one of the greatest things ever. I saw locker rooms of bottles of Old Carter. When I mean by bottles, I mean 12, 13, 15, 20 bottles of Old Carter. I had no idea how old they were, what batch they were, because they were locked behind counters or doors. And then I looked again to my left and I saw a table with 5 different bottles of Old Carter, saw lounge chairs, and saw Glencairns everywhere. And I said, oh, wow, I'm in the right place. To make a long story short, we sat down and there was a private tasting for Old Carter members. I did not know they had an Old Carter club. Did you know they had an Old Carter club? I had no idea they had an Old Carter club. And by my understanding, you cannot be a part of that club unless you are invited. Again, let me say this again. You cannot be part of that club unless you are invited to be a part of that club. You cannot go down there and say, hey, I want to be a part of Old Carter. Nope. No, no, no. It's a certain criteria you have to be a part of that club. And they told me to my face is this. This is probably the last time you're going to be here. Really and truly. The only reason I'm here is because A, you know this guy, he's a YouTuber, and B, it's your birthday. Other than that, you probably won't be here. So I took full advantage of the Old Carter and I had a great time. So this is what we're going to do. I know that was a crazy story. So let's pop this open and we are going to do a toast. Let me see, did I miss anything? So MD, this is what we're going to do. Make sure that it don't fall. MD, we are going to do a toast to you for becoming a member of A Little Old Fashioned. We don't take that for granted. Everybody who has supported this channel, who's donated to this channel, we don't take that for granted. So MD, thank you for picking out a great bottle to toast to. So this is to you for becoming a member here at Little Old Fashioned. We appreciate you. We thank you and thank you for your support. Cheers to you. Let's go. You can't go wrong with that Old Carter. You really can't. You can't go wrong with that Old Carter. I know it's rye night, but man. TL07, they might have, but I didn't even want to take that for granted, to be honest with you. Man. That bottle is one of my favorites. If you've been following my channel, you know that I have some favorite bottles here. I have my top 5. MD, if you ever can pick up an Old Carter, make sure you try to get it as close to MSRP as possible. I mean, that goes without saying. But I tell you what, I love Old Carter. I really do. I love the story behind it. I love the bottle. I love everything about Old Carter. Hopefully, when I go to Kentucky this year for Bourbon on the Banks, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to hang around Justin's House of Bourbon the day before, like I did last year. I'm just going to hang around. I don't know how long I'm going to be at the House of Bourbon, but if that's their meeting place, I'm just going to hang around, look around. I might just stay outside, park my car. I don't know. I'm just going to hang around a House of Bourbon, Justin's House of Bourbon, just to see if they go meet there this year, just because I want to be invited back. I might just do that. Carlos, thank you. Just hanging around, act cool and bring your own Carter with you. Yeah. Christian, Tango, Christ. I've never been this much. Let's try the Old Carter. Might not be sold. If you can find one, pick one up, but make sure you find it, at a reasonable price. Make sure you find it at a reasonable price. Man, that thing right there, spice forward, you get a little cinnamon, you get the sweetness. It's very balanced. It's very complex, but it's not really that strong on the back end, but it's balanced going all the way through from the tongue, the mid palate to the finish. Very, very good bottle. I paid $199 for my Old Carter. I just got a buddy to pick up that new Peerless 10-year. Okay. MD said he just got a buddy to pick up the new Peerless 10-year. Okay. Is anyone looking for a bottle? How is it compared to Stag? It's really no comparison when I say Stag to Old Carter, because Stag usually drinking on the stronger, intense, bolder side. That's what I get from Stag. Stag is one of those bottles that I'm going to take to a bottle share, a bachelor party, a birthday party, something like that. The Old Carter, I'm going to bring to a business meeting. I'm going to bring to a cigar night, just hanging out with your best friends. So that's where the difference between Stag and the Old Carter comes into play, in my opinion. What do I think about Peerless? I like some Peerless. I do. I like some Peerless. I don't like all of them, but I like some. Tonight we went over the Peerless rye, which this one was decent, but for some reason on the back end of that Peerless rye, it gave me like a medicine type taste. It was very, 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 very slim, or it was there, but it wasn't really harsh, but it still gave me like the medicinal type taste on that Peerless rye. So $229. Ben 77 says $229. Good evening from Chicago. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you. Hey, if you haven't liked and subscribed to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button, because we're asking for your support. How was Spillway? Spillway was good. Whiskey Habit, 909. Thank you for stopping by. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't. But Spillway was good. I took Spillway. I went down there with something in my head, but I did something totally different. I went down there, set up my booth, and I had my books out there. I had my bar towel out there. I had my coasters out there. But I spent more time out there shaking hands, talking to people than anything. My number did get picked, but it was the last round. And when I got up there, I didn't buy anything because everything they had, either I didn't want, like the Weller Special Reserve, the Eagle Rare, things like that, or I already had. So I did not pick up anything to Spillway, but I did some bourbon hunting outside of Spillway. But I think I did exactly what I needed to do. I met Bruzel. He signed my bar towel. I met a lot of subscribers. I met a lot of people. So I'm satisfied with it. And I would definitely be back next year. 50 live. Yeah. Awesome. Tiff. Poor and broke here. Hey, got you. Hey, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. And I appreciate you actually stopping me because A, I appreciate that. And B, I love to actually collaborate with people. So hopefully you got what you needed. And I think I did. And I watched a lot of your videos, I watched a lot of your live streams, and I think y'all are putting out great content. I saw the one that you interviewed Bruzel, which I thought was great. And I looked at that today, and it seems like you're getting a lot of views off that video. So shout out to you. Shout out to you. So hopefully we can do something in the future. So, hey, poor and broke. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. 11K. Yeah, we're trying to hit 11K. So, poor and broke, I tell you what, this is what we're going to do. We are going to add you as a standard moderator. And poor and broke, do me a favor. Put your YouTube channel down there to see if it works. Put your channel down there, poor and broke, because hopefully we can actually do some collaborations with each other. Shout out to you. Yes, Ben, they were. And I think Poor and Broke actually did a segment with them. And you might want to go back and watch that video and try and see that segment of them interviewing. Yeah, Peerless, double oak rye, and toasted rye are a must. For sure, Big Rich. So, Big Rich, you flew in a long way for Spillway. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I'm glad you stopped by because it was pretty cool meeting you, for sure. Okay, Michael. Awesome. So, what you think about the Willet Purple Top? I always wanted to bottle a Willet Purple Top. I never wanted to